Hi there, this is Karina and you're listening to Ragebreed Against Bullying. And you're watching the video as well. So I'm just giving you a few clips of some of the bullying that I've personally had to go through. And it's really interesting to see when people's masks are off and you actually see them for who they actually are, and this kind of front that they put on with you. With this girl, Annikki, I tried to resolve things with her before, but it was very apparent that she was racist. She kept saying racist stuff with some of the things that she was saying. Had an obsession with stalking my profiles. So I've been talking to other, targets of bullying and how they deal with it. And I want to tell people out there that, these issues stem from them, so it's really important to balance your energies, make sure you focus on mind, body and spirit, and, have days if you need to relax and just literally bring your mind in and, take away the chaos of others, rein it in, do some meditation, do some yoga, focus on self-care, and remember that these insults that these people are saying to you, this is to do with their own insecurities. It's to do with so much about them. A lot of bullies have got their own pain that they're going through. It's the reason why they bully, because they're unable to handle their own pain. So remember, you can always do certain things to calm yourself. You can maybe do a bit of Reiki. You can maybe look at going to the gym, swimming. Some of you might be quite spiritual. Maybe look at crystal healing. Do a bit of tarot. Spend time with people that lift you. Because it is so important to have people in your life that are rooting for you, people that are backing you in that corner. I mean, there's no harm in actual people that want to speak to you about difficult things or things that they may see you as doing wrong, but then do it in a way which is direct, private, and speak to each other. And that's usually the first place that I will go. I will try to confront my bully, stand up to them, and try and resolve things. In some cases, like with Annikki and like with a few other pages and stuff, they don't want resolve. They want to humiliate me, and it's really strange for me to see how much that people enjoy doing this kind of thing. It's really quite weird for me. So this is going to be about people who lie about being raped. Okay, so two things. I've had two situations with this. So, and I'm going to speak about this quite openly because this is something that really affected myself and the people who lived in the house. There was a girl called Becca who recently put up on Ragebreed Against Bullying an absolute lie about being raped. Now, the reason why I know this is because when we were in the club, she wanted to have sex with him. She was grinding up against him. She wanted the keys to go home to have a one-night stand with him. She even said to me she wanted sex that night, okay? And in this day and age, I get it, women are slut-shamed when they want to have a bit of fun. Men get patted on the back. It's horrendous. There is a complete double standard about this. However, it doesn't give you the right to put someone in a position where they absolutely did not rape you. And the reason why we know that is because she says that she was unconscious. When we got to the house, she was fully conscious. She was conscious enough to lock the door. We heard her upstairs. Nami went upstairs. I went upstairs. I even went on to check on her, and she was on top of the guy. And she was enjoying herself. There was no screaming and shouting. And in the morning, she came down and she spoke to me and she said, "I had sex last night, giggling." And we laughed and I said, "Fair enough, hun, did you have fun?" And she was like, yeah, I'm a very progressive woman. I don't have these hang-ups about, women that want to, have a good time. It is what it is. Maybe in the past I used to be a little bit more, conservative about the whole thing, but not now. I just kind of feel that women and men should just be able to do what they want And if two consenting adults are cool with it, no issue. I have no issue with that. People can slut shame however much they want to, but if two people have that passion, they have that connection, there is no issue with it in this day and age. You know, we're in the it's 2022 now. You know, we're not living in the dark ages. People have sex. That's the way it is, you know. Do I believe in long-term relationships? Hell yeah, that's what I'm after. But it doesn't mean to say that in my past I've not seen someone, you know, and stuff has happened, you know, because stuff does happen, you know. It's just the way it is. But it's no excuse to lie about being raped. And that's what I'm going to be talking about a little bit. So, basically, yeah, she had told me the truth. Then we heard that she'd been going to Redeemer and telling people that she had been raped. Me, Harry, and I think it was Nami, I can't remember now, but we all confronted her in the room and we said, look, you can't lie about this kind of thing, you know, we know that you were having fun, you know. And the guy even was going to come over to pick up his shoes and he was going to introduce her to his mum, and he told us that he really liked her. Harry knew this person really well. It was a friend of his and he was a lovely guy. There was, you know, he was such a nice person. But it does not give you the right to lie about someone just because you feel guilty about having a one-night stand. It is absolutely disgusting. And the thing is, it's like, what annoys me about this whole situation is automatically people believe what she's saying, even though we were there in the house, and between myself, Vince, Nami and Harry, I believe it was at the time, you know, we all decided she had to go. And you know, she was willing to leave anyway, so she messaged me saying she was going to leave, and then she gave me loads of bullshit about respecting me. And since then I've heard rumours about her slagging me off, I've had rumours about her, you know, but every time I saw her to my face she was really sweet and really nice to me. And then on the Ragebreed Against Bullying page, she put that she was just doing that, just, you know, it was just horrible to see that, because it's like she hadn't learned, because it took me a long time to forgive her for that, because I have actually been in a situation where I was physically and sexually assaulted, and the guy even escaped and was coming to see me. It is a huge trauma for me, because I was a teen when it happened, you know. And then on top of that, I've been going through, obviously, you know, the aftermath of domestic abuse. And when people lie about this shit, people like me get pissed off because it affected my whole goddamn life. I had PTSD, and people don't get what PTSD actually is and how hard it is, you know, because trusting people is really hard, you know. So it really, really bothered me that this girl had lied about something so fucking close to home. And even Nami, as much as we have fallen out, she knows how much that affected me, because I locked myself in my room and I was a state, because I really was so disappointed in Becca. I was so disappointed. I'm literally nearly crying because of this, because it was so hard, and I always thought that after that incident she would learn, and instead she's lied again on that page, and I am so angry with her. At the end of the day, karma, man, you know, it's horrendous what she has said. There is just no words for it, because the thing is, when you've actually seen the person enjoying themselves, fully conscious, fully awake, the next day they're bragging about having sex. You know, she even told me at the club that she needed the keys to get in because she was going to take him home. There was nothing like a rape drug. And I even said to her, and I've got all the messages saved, I said, you need to think about what you were saying about this guy. This guy's got 2 kids. How can you say that about someone when you know that you're lying? Because everyone in the house knows. And she has blatantly lied. And I'm so disgusted. I just cannot even believe that she has done this. People like this have no moral code. They are two-faced. They have no moral code. And apparently it was Becca that was trying to get some of my friends to post some horrible stuff about me. So Becca, I am so ashamed of being your friend. That's all I can say. I'm so ashamed of I wish I had never brought you into that house. I wish I had never met you, because if I knew that this is what the outcome was going to be, you know, you've broke my heart as a friend, you've broke my heart as a person, and for all the legitimate people that have gone through sexual assaults and stuff like that in the past. I mean, everything that I went through has been recorded by the police, you know, and he got charged. And the same with, you know, the domestic abuse situation. There has been a reference number, because, and I've got, you know, photographs of bruises and everything. I always keep evidence. And what I'm angry about so much is when women lie about this kind of thing, you know. It just hurts me so much, because that's what is the problem, you know. And you know what it is? It's because men get, you know, slapped on the back for having a one-night stand. Women get slut shamed, and that's the problem, and that needs to be sorted out. But again, it does not give you the right to lie about someone raping you when they haven't. That is fucking uncalled for. And that's why I'm here, to fucking voice the truth. And I'm no longer going to be shamed for bullshit which isn't true. The other thing that I want to talk about now is what she also said. She said that I raped JP. Annikki has also said the same thing, and they're spreading lies and rumours about me. Myself and JP have got a lot of history, okay? I've got tons of messages saved. I've got loads and loads and loads of talks between us saved regarding him hitting on me for God knows how long. This is a very sensitive issue, and the reality of this whole thing is that we had a consented night together. You know, we fell asleep on the floor. Jim saw us. He said, "Guys, get to your room." He woke up, says, "JP, you know, get up, let's go to my room, because we're kind of, you know, half naked and it's not good for other people." So we went back to my bedroom, and he held me all of Sunday. You know, there was nothing in that. I didn't even go all the way with him, because I wanted him to respect me, and I wanted him to want me to be in a relationship. You know, I wanted to actually build the trust bond so we could be together in a long-term basis. There is no way I would have taken advantage of him while he was drunk. You know, we did go far-ish, but not all the way. And I wanted to stop that before it did, because the last thing I wanted was for him to turn around and said, "I don't remember," when he's pissed. So that's why I stopped it, and I cuddled him instead. We fell asleep cuddling on the landing. We had kissed, we had done some stuff, but we didn't go all the way. And we ended up cuddling in my room. We even had a chat in the lounge about everything, and he asked about Mitch, and I spoke to him and said, you know, we're not together anymore, and you know, he's back with his ex Rachel, and I was hoping that we could start a relationship. And as far as I thought, we were cool, because we hugged. Everything was all good. And he went home, and I thought, cool, I'll see him at the next exile. When I saw him, if I had actually raped him, when we went back to Lee's house at the next exile, and we were all together in one room, he went outside and he said, "Well, what about Mitch then?" And I said, "What about Mitch?" And he's like, "Oh, well, I don't care anyway," and proceeded to hit on loads of women in the room, which obviously would break my heart, because I was hoping there would be a chance at that point. But the point being is, if that had happened, and if I had raped him, why would he be okay with me and talking to me and stuff? You know, why would he be okay with me going back to the house and stuff? I don't get it. So, and we were conversating, you know, but after that happened, you know, I literally, like, I left that party, and then I came back a bit later on, and it turned out he'd gone home. There is no way that happened in the sense that I raped him, because the day after I told my friends and said it finally happened between me and him, I said, look, I said the amount of times he's hit on me, but I've been with someone or he's been with someone. So I was like, and I had feelings there, but I was not willing to cheat because that's not what I want. I want to have a genuine true love bond, and it's not done through deception or, that kind of thing. That's what I wanted. I wanted to see him, I wanted to build up trust with him, and I wanted to have a long-term bond. I didn't just want to be a one-night stand. And there, everyone knew about it. Jim had told Lee, even Ricky knew, everyone knew about it. So all of a sudden, since everyone's decided to turn against me, this lie has got out through Annikki and Becca. And I'm so disgusted. Now with Becca, since she's lied about her own thing, doesn't surprise me. Annikki doesn't surprise me because I've never met someone who can just make up lies just like that, out of the box, literally. And I'm just absolutely gobsmacked at some of the things that she has come out with. Like, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, like, I won a cup at work for doing really well with my, work, and I hit targets. And this is the comical stuff. She reckons that I bought it on Amazon for myself. I mean, what the fuck, man? Like, seriously, these people are just so messed up, and I'm just not going to be part of this whole clique. Because they are liars. They are people that are telling such disgusting lies, spreading false rumours, lying about what they've done, what other people done, what I've done. I mean, is this our metal scene? Is this what this has come down to? Because I'll be honest with you, I love the music, but there are some people in this scene that are diabolical people. Absolutely diabolical people, and I don't want to be part of that. I don't know where this rumour has come from with the JP thing. I don't know whether it's come from him or whether it's come from just Annikki. I reckon it's just come from Annikki. I'm hoping and praying it hasn't come from him, because that is, I mean, there's bad people and then there's bad people, and people who lie about something like rape are bad people, and I think at this point in time, being someone who's on the receiving end of this bullshit, and especially people that are supporting the bullies, people that reckon it's okay for them to target me like the way they have, but when I bite back, I'm the evil one. And that gives them reason to block me and hate me. Wake up, world. This is what you call a boycott. This is what you call rumours. This is what you call slander, defamation. It's everything that is wrong with this metal scene. And I reckon it's just stemming from competition. And it breaks my heart because I've done so much for the rock and metal scene since 1996, even probably before that. Actually, I've done so much. I've worked with nearly every single venue that does rock and metal music. I've helped them bring audience to their venues, and it is so destroying when promoters don't work with each other but against each other. And if that's going to be the state of the Leicester metal scene, then we're just going to create our own little tribe of people that actually know how to conduct themselves properly, that won't make shit like this up, who won't lie, who won't falsely accuse someone of something that they didn't do. Especially Thrax. Come on. That bullshit about sandwiches at Ragefest. This is the stuff that pisses me off. And there's so many people that support people that are blatant liars. People that are bullies. Why are you supporting these people? You know, why are you enabling people like that to be part of the scene, which is meant to be about family? Rock and metal is about family. It's about bringing people together. The music is meant to be bringing us together, not this childish high school crap. So what's happened? Tell me. Tell me why you are part of it. Tell me why you are getting involved in it when it doesn't even concern you. Why are you jumping on the bandwagon? Why have you got involved in something like this? And you need to ask yourself that, because the hell, I tell you something, I'm exposing everyone who is doing something wrong and hurtful to me and my brand, to anyone else as well, you know, because there are so many targets of this cyberbullying nonsense. There's so many keyboard warriors, and there's nothing in place legislation-wise yet, but there will be. Mark my words, there will be. And if it does go ahead, fucking hell, you guys are gonna get you're gonna get a bollocking, man. Seriously, like this. The way I see it, what I can do within my own power when something like this is happening is to expose the truth, so people actually listen to my side. Now, those who are on the bully side and the hater pages and stuff, to me, you're all fucked up, because, you know, that's just kind of sadist and fucked in the head, like on all levels. Like, to actually spend that much time on a hater page, stalking my profiles, lying about what I've done, you know, I mean, it's messed up on all accounts. You know, I just keep thinking, if they put this time and energy into, you know, building up their own life, you know, or investing in a course or something, you know, something productive. But they won't, because these are people that have real vendettas, and it's basically shit that they don't even know me, most of these people, really. They don't really know what I've gone through, the shit that I have to cope with on a daily basis with my conditions. They don't know shit. They just assume. And the problem with assuming is it's not fact. Whatever I say is fact because I've got the proof of everything that I say. I always keep records. I always have evidence to back up what I say, you know? But these people speculate and assume and then spread rumours. And that's why these people, you know, these hater pages that are being set up, it's so wrong, you know? And imagine if this was happening to your mother or your daughter or your friend, how would you feel? You'd want to defend them, right? You'd want, you know, you'd be upset. And that's how my friends feel. That's how my family feels. That's how the people that support me feel towards it. You don't just cause this pain towards, you know, when you're trying to direct this pain towards me, it affects other people, and they may not be in a mentally good place. So bullying is such a bad thing, and including that, rumours are such a bad thing, and the lies are such a bad thing. And if you're part of that, you know, I have no respect for you. I have no respect for you whatsoever. Because everything that I do as a person and for my friends is always to either gain them a skill, to help them, to help nurture them towards their dreams. That's who I am. I do stuff to help my scene. If I was what you call a narc, I wouldn't give a fuck about any other, you know, venue or anything. I wouldn't care about anyone else. And all my life, I've helped most places in Leicester. You know, the Charlotte, the Soundhouse, Redeemer, Retribution, the Musician. The list goes on. And that's who I am. But unfortunately, you know, people have it stuck in their head of who I am because some asshole has said it. And people believe lies about paying bands in sandwiches. You know, at Ragefest 2019, when we had a ticket policy, we basically paid all the bands, and we had catering on top. We went above and beyond, and we had roadies there. Now, any kind of musician would know that that's a good deal when it comes to fests. But I'm sick and tired of being blamed for something and punished for something that I haven't done. So think about that. And think about this whole thing about, false rape accusations, because that is the most sickest thing of it all. At the end of the day, I'm here to create justice. I'm here, because people cannot get away with this kind of shit, and especially if it's directed at me or someone else. The reason why I've put this up about Becca is because that poor lad will have that on his oh, it's just so irritating. It's just so irritating, and I just don't know how people can just say these things so carelessly without how it affects the other person. They're just no words. And I think for me it's more hurtful because it's like, I asked this girl to move into my home, and I remember having a conversation. I was having a look at our conversations on Facebook, and before her and Nomi moved in, me and Wayne actually were in this chat, and we said we had a discussion. We want to make sure that you both are okay with each other before you move into this house. And they were like, oh no, we're fine, and all I had at that house was drama. And I left that house having someone not pay me thousands of pounds in debt, having someone who started bullying me over Christmas, and I was just so angry because a lot of my things had been robbed as well on top of that. So what upsets me the most about all of this is that, you would think that when you're a friend and you help people out who are homeless or don't have anywhere to stay or having problems, they would see you as someone that cares about them. And the problem that I have is I care about people, but they end up shitting on me a lot of the time, but I'm not going to change who I am, because I like who I am. I like the person that I am, because it took me a long time when I went through therapy and everything, and it's when you've been belittled, when you've been abused, when you've had friends that have been two-faced and put you down, it takes guts to do what I do. But I'll tell you something, the reason why I'm in this position now is because I got myself into a situation where I'm a public figure, and I get that there's going to be hater pages and people that don't like me, and I'm not asking people not to like me. My issue is this: there's a difference between not liking someone and bullying, cyberbullying, harassing, making up rumours, defamation, lies. There is a huge difference. You can't just brush it off. You can't just say, oh, and whoever has caused this, the karma you're gonna get is so bad. Like, I believe in karma, I really do, because a lot of people that fucked me over, Jesus, did they get bad karma. They really did. And, it's like now, I'm making my own karma by doing these videos, because I believe that you have to fight back. You have to put the truth out there, because I want people to see the real me, not just the me that every hater is talking about. And I have that right, because it's called human and equals rights, and it's freedom of speech. So anyway, guys, I hope you listen to what I have to say, and I hope you understand why I say the things that I do say. take it easy, keep it metal, support Ragebreed against bullying, and support Ragebreed. Cheers.